You guys, I've come to make another one. I've had a lot of people reach out to me about the video I made regarding my Diego rescue pack. And if you don't know that reference, it's from Dora. Anyway, so yeah, my Diego rescue pack, my EDC pack with all the contents. People wanted to know exactly what it was, if I could send them like a list of things so they can procure it themselves. And I am not going to do that because it's a lot of work. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a folder in my Amazon account listing all of the items, right? All of its contents. That way you can just like plug and play to your cart. Super simple, right? And everyone's happy. So I'd love to do that for you. And to the people that I haven't responded to regarding that, I forgot about you. I've just been busy and I'll get around to it. But that's something I was thinking about before I made the video too, and I'll make it happen. Which is awesome that you guys are really, if I could inspire one person to be more prepared by these cheesy videos, then I'm a happy camper. And it's like mission success. Because maybe that one person can tell another person, right? And then like you could, so many lives can be saved. That's the way I think, right? But I wanted to get more into like immediate, like your immediate person EDC. Like what I carry on a daily basis, just waltzing around. And I'm not like jazzing this up a bit. Like I didn't just put a few things in my pockets because for the sake of video. Like this is what I carry every day. And I'll start with the pocket dump to make things simple. First thing, flashlight. Flashlight saved my life once, or could have, or prevented a gunfight for sure. This thing is super small, super lightweight. You don't even know it's in your pocket, and it just works. And it's been around the block a time or two. Rechargeable, streamlight, cool little flashlight, right? Doesn't take up much room. And second contents of said left pocket is a Leatherman. This is the Leatherman Sidekick. And yeah, it's just a multi-tool, you know what I mean? You got a pair of pliers, you got all sorts of things in here. Screwdrivers, other knives, little saw. You just never know. I use the heck out of this thing though. Just about every day. Like I find reasons to use this thing. And I used to not carry one, but then like one day I just carried one and I'm like, wow, I actually use this thing like 2 times a day. I'm going to carry it every single day now. Preparedness, you know what I mean? That's what it's all about. So yeah, Sidekick, super helpful. And I just carry a little blade right here. And this is more so a shanking blade, not a work blade. It could be used as a work blade, but this is also a work blade. So this is like right pocket, you know what I mean? Grab and go to town if I have to, kind of thing. And then chapstick. Gotta have the chapstick. Always carry chapstick, especially in the wintertime when it's all windy. Chapstick's a must, for sure. Back pocket. Tourniquet, cat tourniquet. This is my beater tourniquet, you know. I've heard of companies, there's a company called Snake Staff Systems that makes an EDC TQ that I've been really looking into. I just haven't got around to getting it yet, and I have so many of these things. This one's just been my beater for a while, so I just carried in my back pocket. It still works, right? It's just, you know, I'd like for my tourniquets to be like in a UV protected or just abrasion protected area, I guess. So yeah, carry tourniquet, back pocket. And that's not including what's in the Diego pack, by the way. The Diego pack is fully equipped. I took this out, but nicotine, of course, right? You guys might be wondering why I look so fat right now, or extra jacked around the Z midsection. And that's because, one, I'm wearing like a large, heavy flannel. This is like what I normally wear, and it fits me perfectly. But what's under it is a incog plate carrier, right? So if this was like a size up, you would probably not be able to notice it as much. I don't know if you had noticed it that much as is, but you know, it prints a little bit, especially around the top edges. So, but you know what I mean? Like, this thing is super sweet because it has absolutely nothing else going on for it except for they're just plate bags with a pretty heavy duty cummerbund. And the cool thing about the cummerbund, it's an elastic cummerbund, and it has a shock cord retention ammo pocket or pouch. So you can slip a mag in there, you can slip a radio, you could slip a cell phone, you could slip whatever the heck you want, as long as the width is no greater than the width of the pouch, right? So it's a multi-use, multi-purpose deal. I also like this one here specifically because it has not only the magazine pouches, right, but it also has like little PALS laser cut slots, so you can put a magazine externally or an IFAK, whatever, like whatever floats your boat. You can mount it here, and you have 2 mags, one on each side, and everyone's happy. So, and I know in that last video I made, like I mentioned, a chest rig, and I can give you guys an example of that, right? But I could totally understand how a lot of you wouldn't want to look like complete psychopaths with 12 magazines with them. I get it. I live by the law. I live by the rules. I don't take any risks, and I don't break the law, right? I avoid breaking the law. I avoid confrontation, and that is just my mindset. What I carry with me on a daily basis, for one, is no one's business. Not even the law enforcement agencies. Out of respect to you, it's none of your damn business, because I am a law-abiding citizen, and I am legally able and capable of carrying such things. Like, that is my business, right? But for the sake of the video, I will share it with you. I carry that stuff just simply to carry it, right? I have no intent on using it. I just carry it, if that makes any sort of sense. You just never know. But it's a bad look, and I carry a Pelican box, right? So it's like a 6410, I think, is the model. It's a waterproof, heavy-duty plastic box, right? You can actually lock it too. It's got multiple holes to throw a lock on there for extra security, but that is not something that I ever leave in my vehicle over an extended amount of time. In fact, I avoid going to places at night anyway as it is. But like, let's say if I had to go in a really rough neighborhood down in the valley, I am not far away from my vehicle. Like, it's just maybe outside of the door, and I can still see it and maintain eye contact with it at all times. That's just how I roll. And I don't like putting myself in those kinds of situations anyway. I don't associate with anyone that lives in those neighborhoods, and I rarely ever go down there. So there's that. But for armor purposes, this incog plate carrier is the cat's meow, because it's just super streamlined, you know? There's not much going on. And like, let's say if you wanted more than just 2 magazines, what you can fit in this cummerbund, there are many different options, but this is the option that I have taken. This is a triple magazine placard, right? And super simple, super streamlined. Nothing really much about it. It's got positive Kydex retention, super strong elastic sides, a really strong elastic front. I could throw a tourniquet between this actual pouch and the elastic. I can probably get away with throwing another magazine in there. I can throw a phone in there, whatever you want, right? And I've got 3 of those. So it's just a very streamlined way to be able to carry more things. And that's, you know, what people might be into if they like spend a lot of time in the city, or they go to rough areas, right? Or there's a legitimate threat in that specific area, or they have to go somewhere. You could throw this stuff in a backpack. Super easy. Like, it's very compact stuff. It's not much kit. But yeah, this is a triple magazine placard. And I'll go ahead and I'll throw it on for you just to kind of demonstrate how easy it is. And of course, I'm a fat dude and I got real big arms and a big chest, so it's like, it might be a lot harder for me to get on the average person. But still super simple to get on, right? I got 3 magazines in the front. I could have another magazine here, another magazine here. Super streamlined, not much in the way, not much going on. You could run it and it's fine. So very streamlined. And that's why I like this thing so much, because it's just very compact. You know, you're not really taking up much room, but you're still able to be effective, you know, because these things need ammo. And God forbid something crazy were to happen, and with multiple bad guys, you're probably going to need more than 1 mag. That's just my guess. I mean, if you have to resort to using this thing as a civilian in an urban environment anyway, things have gone horribly, horribly wrong. So let's pray to God that that never has to happen. But yeah, for the sake of Minecraft and just, I guess, knowledge transfer, that's what this can do for your boomstick. But yeah, so taking this thing off, super easy. If you were in a pinch, right, you could either struggle to take it off because I have a big torso and I'm fat, or you can just pop these buckles, boom, boom, and just take it off. Super simple. But yeah, I really like this thing for that very reason, and it works perfectly with the Incog. And yeah, it actually conceals very nicely under a suit with a sports coat. Just saying. So there's that. But moving on to, like, I guess what I would carry every day, because I'm definitely not wearing this thing every day at all, actually. But yeah, there's that. So as far as like guns to carry, there's 2 types of people in the world right now. There's guys that want the smallest gun possible because it's more comfortable for them to carry, and there's guys that don't care and want something with more capacity, something more comfortable to shoot. And I don't, I'm not knocking either side of the playing field, but personally with me, I like bigger weapons because it's just like I have more control. It's more of a tool. But with that requires you to be able to conceal it a lot better. I got a bigger frame, so it's easier for me to conceal larger things. And I'm gonna get into this. This is like my wintertime everyday carry. But this is my son's little, it's a P365 replica airsoft gun. So it's like the same spec, same ergonomics as the real deal. And look at this thing, like, a lot of guys carry an appendix. And for me, I don't like this. Like, I feel in control of it, but I feel like my hands are almost too big for it. So for that reason, and a lot of the things that factor into making this decision of what I carry is the weather. Like, all my pistols that I carry, it's like weather permitting, right? So like, I do not open carry unless I'm like in the woods. But if I'm like out and about in the city, I don't ever open carry, right? Because I don't want to draw that unnecessary attention to me. So I conceal everything. And this is a FNX 45 tactical. It's a full size 45 pistol, right? So this thing is like probably one of the biggest guns, biggest 45s out on the market, besides the Mark 23. Mark 23 is a lot bigger than this, which is an H&K. But to see the size difference, right? This is just a monster. But for me, like, I can just control it better. It feels very comfortable. The magazines are juicy, but like, I'm okay with it. I can roll with it. I can control the gun well. And the holster that I'm rocking, it's an A&R A&R design, light bearing holster. I forget the name of it, but it has a real nice curve to the body. Like, it's curving right here at this 3 o'clock position very well. And to be honest, I do not notice it one bit. Like if I bend this way, yeah, I can kind of tell. But the way they design the holster is to ride high, kind of up with your torso rather than down low at this area here. And a lot of holsters, they'll run lower, right? So anytime you make one of these movements, it's gonna prohibit your ability to like move as much as you want to move. That makes sense. But yeah, so that's where this guy comes in. And of course I have a magazine right here. And for me, at this position, I can reach it very well. And then I can also, I just like it right here. Some guys rock it here, some guys rock it here. But when I'm OWB outside the waistband, then I'm gonna carry it right here because it just feels better to me. Like when I get in the truck or car, it just feels a lot better. So there's that. And as far as concealing tactics go, when it comes to something like this, yes, you can carry it with a shirt. I can conceal it with a baggier shirt. But like I said, weather permitting, right? Like if it's wintertime, I'm wearing something heavy, and this heavy flannel is perfect because you can't see it one bit, you know? Speaking of which, like the older I get, the more I realize, like, if you look like a frickin', you know, Mormon kid walking around town, innocent, like good dude, like that, not a bad guy at all, just like a blank person, then you are less likely to encounter any kind of threat or challenge, right? Because a lot of dudes that look like they are something will get challenged by other men. It's just nature, right? Or if you're in a supermarket and some dude wants to get his jihad on, or some, you know, guy's having an extremely bad day and wants to take it out on society, then you look like a threat to him, he's probably going to handle you first because you are a problem. So if you do not look like a threat, you will not be met with a threat, or you're less likely to be met with a threat. So let's talk garments. So I'm wearing this heavy coat, and I got it from Costco. Okay, this beanie, Amazon beanie. There's no camo on me. I can hide my tattoos. No one can see that I'm tatted, right? No one can really see like the striations. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no one can really make me out that well. I just like a dude. I'm the dude playing the dude, acting like another dude. I think that's how it goes. But I'm just the dude playing the dude, acting like another dude. But that's most definitely it. Like, I'm not trying to draw attention to me. So yeah, Costco heavy coat or heavy flannel, Amazon beanie, and these super flexible, awesome pants. Like, I was just feeling stupid loose in these things. These are from Walmart, and they're $26. So I think this was like $10, $26, $8, or something like that. And then voila, you can conceal very well. And normally, what I do is I just rock it just like this. And what I'll do too, here's a little pro tip. My keys, so they're not in my pocket, I'll put them right here, right? So it's weighted on this side. So if I have to draw, I have that momentum working in my favor, and I don't have to fight my heavy coat here, right? So it's like, it's a win-win. So like, you know what I mean? So I'm getting it out of my pocket, and it's serving purpose on me. So there's that helpful advice, which to me, this seems elementary because I've just been doing it for so long. But to someone that doesn't understand this could be very, very helpful for you. And that's all I'm trying to do. To the law-abiding American, I want you to be able to like consider this stuff. And if you do want to get a gun for the first time and you want to go out and carry it because like you should, I highly recommend that you seek some sort of training, right? You can't just have a gun and not train and carry it every day. You are a liability to yourself and those around you at that point. And that's not just my opinion. That's the truth. Go out and train, take a $200 course, get your CCW, understand the laws, which is very, very important, by the way, and understand how to use your gun, get that muscle memory of your 4 rules of firearm safety. Like, that's muscle memory. You have to practice and practice and practice and practice just so you can burn that. You want it to be a neural pathway. So yeah, that's highly recommended if you want to go out and carry, which I definitely think you should. And message me if you need like companies to do that with, because I know a few of them. But yeah, so as far as outside the waistband carry goes, that is it. And I'm gonna take this bad girl off here. I freaking love this pistol so much. Super simple, like, look at that. Just on and off, baby, just like that. Set that there. Yeah, I just threw my gun on the ground. I treat my guns like tools, not freaking safe queens. Extra magazine. Okay, so for like summertime carry, I'm gonna just wear a t-shirt, just like this, right? Just like a normal dude. But I'm gonna do a few things different. So with my belt, I'm gonna undo it like that. Okay? And actually, this is usually what I do here. So I'm gonna go here. I know this looks a little funky, but just bear with me. It's got its purpose. So this is mask that could further print what you have going on at the front. It's all business in the front. So business in the front, party in the back. So yeah, I'll keep the buckle offset just like that. And the reason why I do that, right? Very streamlined right here. And personally, for my everyday carry, like this is my summer gun. And this here is a HK P30. That's just how I roll. I'm an HK fanboy. And I got a TLR 7 HLX on it. So HK all day, represent. Germans do it right when it comes to firearms. And I'll throw that guy in there. Extra magazine, right? Full size HK magazine. Boom. So I got a pistol, full size pistol, and I got a full size magazine right there at my appendix. Now you can understand why I brought that buckle over here, because if that wasn't over here and it was here at my 12 o'clock, you are definitely going to be able to notice that your boy's packing something. So yeah, I always put that buckle off to the side. It just helps with concealing. Make sure the weapon's clear. So, and for something like this, I know I had the fancy little flip with the weighted flip or whatever. This is a lot different. And I'm gonna just, like I said, training. I'm not gonna train you how to draw a freaking pistol like in this little video here. But I'm gonna show you how I would do it, or how I would train to do it. And slow is smooth, smooth is fast, by the way. Don't go out trying to be freaking, crazy fast right away. You're going to forget steps, develop bad habits. It's a very compounding type of skill that requires a lot of repetitions in order to like be okay, just okay, and it takes more to perfect it. So here, appendix carry, the best way I can explain it, first of all, my hands are always going to be here, my hands aren't going to be here, my hands are going to be here, I'm not going to be holding on to my hips. My hands, like if I have to use my gun before I do it, my hands are going to be right here. Like, hey man, cut it out. Like, I don't want any problems. Back away from me. And at the time I do grab my gun, I'm going to, with my left hand, support side hand, I'm going to grab as much linen or as much cloth shirt as I possibly can. I'm going to grab a handful of shirt, okay? And then I'm gonna mean it when I do so. And every time I let this out, I'm going to mean it. Because the moment you don't, your weapon gets snagged and you die. That's how I think. So, yeah, grab as much shirt as you possibly can. And you're gonna go out, right? To clear what you got going on here at the front. And you're gonna go up, right? So I just cleared everything. I can access my weapon, and that's when I make the purchase. Once everything is up and out of the way, and I have nothing prohibiting my ability to draw my gun, right? That's very important. Then I'm going to purchase my gun. And then here, I'm going to bring my elbow down, meet with my other hand, and I'm going to punch out. And that sums that up, right? And like magazine, if I'm here out of ammo, usually what I do is I'll feel skin with my thumb, and I'll bring my hand up, and boom, another magazine. But like I said, this stuff takes a lot of practice, and it's not something that you're gonna just like get down right away. Like dry practicing every day. Anytime I put on my holster, dude, I'll dry practice for like at least 2 minutes before I leave. It's just working through the motions, working through muscle memory, baby. So yeah, you want to purchase? That's it. Super simple. And you can get really fast with this, but just take it super slow. So there goes that. I hope you guys got some out of this too.